In this tutorial, I want to walk you through the steps for installing the VPN software on your computer so that you can remotely access all functions that are available on the UIW network. Now, there are a few functions on the computing system at UIW that are restricted to access for users who are either located physically on the campus or are running this VPN software. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and it's software that will authenticate your credentials, your user ID and password, to make sure that you should have access to those restricted functions. The main function that people use the VPN software for is for accessing the university databases remotely to do research. So with that, let's talk about how you install VPN. I'm going to start at the UIW homepage and click on the Learning and Teaching link. From Learning and Teaching, I'm going to go to the Technology page. And from the Technology page, I'm going to click on this T button, which stands for Training and Tutorials. I'm going to scroll the screen down just a bit, and we want to access this Other Computer Resource Tutorials link. And then on this page, if you scroll down a ways, you'll see links here for VPN client for Windows, Windows Vista, and Macintosh. The VPN client that you install is dependent upon the operating system of the computer you're putting it on. The computer I'm making this tutorial on is a Windows XP operating system, so I'm going to use this VPN client for Windows link. Now when I click on that, it's going to open a PDF document with the written instructions for installing the VPN software. I'm going to shift just a little bit so you can see that better. And you could follow these instructions if you would like to, rather than watching the remainder of the video. But the main thing I wanted to see in here is this link in the document, which is the software and the download link for it. So I'm going to click on that link, and it gives me a security warning. I'm going to allow access to this. And then it's going to come up and it's going to ask me, do I want to run this software or save it? I personally believe the performance is better if you save this software first before you run it, so I'm going to click Save. It asks me where I want to save it to. I'm going to leave it at my desktop. And now it's going to take a few minutes and download the software. Okay, it just finished downloading the VPN software, so now I'm going to click on the link to run the installation of that. I'm going to click on Run again. It tells me it's going to extract the files first. Now, the installation can take a few minutes as you wait for it to unzip and get the application started. It will start with this welcome page for you. Simply click the Next button on it. It then gives you the licensing agreement for the VPN client. You should read through this and make sure you're familiar and accept all of the terms of that. I've previously read this, so I'm going to click Yes. It then asks you for the folder that you want to install the software into. I'm going to leave the default and click Next. This asks you for the program folder it would like you to put the links or the start buttons for this software in. We're going to create a new program folder called Cisco Systems VPN Client. And now it's going to run through the install process. And it's finishing up the install. It may have a few more steps as it installs the appropriate networking software. Okay, it just finished the installation process, And to finalize the installation, you do have to restart your computer. So I'm going to stop the video here. That completes how to do the install. If you need to, feel free to rewind the video and watch it a second time. The next tutorial will show you how to start the VPN client software once you've done the restart so that you can utilize all of the secured functions on the UIW website.